In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to UV unwrap a complex cylinder or bottle in Cinema 4D. We'll walk through creating clean seams, flattening the mesh with the UV unwrap command, switching to the UV edit layout, and then refining the UV islands so your textures sit neatly with minimal distortion. First, think about where the viewer won't see your model. That's where your seams should live. On a bottle or cylinder, a vertical seam along the back is a great choice, and small seams around the top and bottom edges let the caps or ends unwrap cleanly. Select those edges and mark them as seams so the software knows where to split the surface. Keep the main seam in a low visibility spot, like the side that faces away from camera or beneath a label area, and keep the seam continuous so the unwrap doesn't tear in unexpected places. Once your seams are set, use the UV unwrap command to flatten the mesh. The geometry will open up along those cuts, typically producing a long strip for the body and separate islands for the top and bottom. Don't worry if the initial result isn't perfect. The goal is to get a clean starting point. If something looks wildly skewed, it usually means a seam loop didn't connect all the way around, so double check continuity and try unwrapping again. Next, switch to the UV edit layout so you can see the 2D representation of your model. Here you'll view and organize the islands on a UV canvas. You should recognize the body island and the cap islands, which you can select and transform just like regular geometry, but in 2 dimensions. Now it's time to refin. Rotate the main body island so it aligns in a logical way with your texture, often horizontal for a label with the seam at the far left or right. Scale islands uniformly to maintain consistent textile density so your texture looks the same sharpness across the whole object. If the neck or shoulder of the bottle looks stretched, gently nudge those UVs to even the spacing and reduce distortion. Straighten edge loops where it helps a label read clearly, but avoid overstretching. Keep some padding between islands to prevent bleeding at the edges of your textures, and place the top and bottom islands in open areas of the UV space so they're easy to paint or bake. Finally, keep the orientation consistent, tops facing up, bottoms down, so painting and decals are intuitive. By creating thoughtful seams, unwrapping cleanly, switching to the UV edit layout, and polishing the islands, you'll get a tidy, distortion-aware UV map that makes texturing your cylinder or bottle straightforward and predictable.